Winter is here, and it's brought hell with it. Yeah, Game of Thrones is back. Alright, welcome back to another rambling review. This review we're going to be looking at Game of Thrones Season 7, Episode 1, Dragonstone. Just to get y'all, like, I have a weird relationship with this show. I wasn't one of those people that, like, jumped on the bandwagon immediately and shit. I really didn't even care for this show, to be honest with you. But, over the time, I haven't actually sat down and watched it. I do like the show a lot, so I'm going to review it for you guys and stuff. And so, this episode, you know, like, I even took notes and stuff during the episode for you, because I damn sure don't remember none of this shit. But yeah, man, first we'll start with Arya murdering all the Freys. That was amazing. Like, Arya murdered all the Freys. Well, it was cool, man, cause like you're watching it, you're like, holy shit, is Walter still alive? I thought he got his neck cut. But then you realize right off the bat that that's not Walter. That is Arya. And I like how she didn't let the girl drink from the goblet or whatever, you know, like from the cup. It's like, no, that's not for you and stuff. And then like she let the women spare them and they kill all the dudes in there, man. And I'm gonna jump to her. Like, it was a really good moment. It was a really great moment for her, man. Like, yeah, fuck the Freys. A bunch of fucking bitches. But yeah, man, that was a dope moment and stuff, dude. And her reveal, man, like, Arya is like one of my top 5 favorite characters in the show and stuff, man. And so yeah, love Arya. Arya's the shit. But I want to talk about her other part. Arya stumbled upon those fucking soldiers in the woods, man. Like, oh man, that shit was like, yo, she found the nicest guards in fucking Westeros, and they just had to be Lannister soldiers too. Like, that's oh man, they was like just kicking them with her and stuff, man. And you know, being Game of Thrones, you're constantly waiting on the other shoe to drop. But that was cool, man. They were kicking it with her and stuff, man, and everything. So that was dope. But yeah, next thing on the agenda, I want to talk about Jon and Sansa for a minute. Man, okay, we all know this was going to happen at the end of last season and in the last episode when Littlefinger was trying to plant his seeds of doubt. Trying to sprinkle in these seeds of doubt onto Sansa to get her to, you know, be, you know, like, oh, you know, like, you should be the queen of the North, and, you know, Jon's just a bastard and all that other shit. And we kind of see that starting to play out here, man. Like, you know, he's like, he thinks she's undermining him, and she feels like she doesn't get enough credit because she feels like if she hadn't brought in Littlefinger and the Knights of the Vale, that they wouldn't have won the Battle of the Bastards and all that. You know what I mean? Like, she feels like she's being slighted a little bit on the credit and stuff, and maybe she is. But, you know, like, I hated their pit. Like, we just got the Starks back together. Can we quit pitting them against each other already? Like, let's enjoy the little good moments that Game of Thrones gives us before they heap like a whole fucking pile of bullshit on top of us for the next 6 episodes. But yeah, so, you know, and then one of my favorite scenes, dude, later on, like Jon, like Lady Mormont, like just putting that other dude in his place, like, bitch, I'm gonna fight anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bring to get the women, the children, the kids, the babies, get them all. Let's teach everybody how to hold a sword, and we're all gonna defend this shit. But the problem, but Sansa's right though in that. Look, yes, the White Walkers are the bigger threat. But there's a wall. Like she said, there's a wall between them and you. But Cersei, on the other hand, is literally 1,000 miles. Yes, John, like, yes, even Jaime says it, that they can't march their troops that far because, like, they got to feed them and they got to fucking, like, you know what I'm saying, keep them well, well fed and well kept and stuff, man, to get to fucking Winterfell or Winterfell, I think that's what it's called. I'm not an expert in this show, so just fucking, if I butcher somebody's name or name of a place, don't take it the wrong way, fans. I don't want you coming in my comments. Oh my god, I can already feel your goddamn fingers are slinking up to your keyboards right now. But yeah, he's right though. Jaime was right. You can't just fucking, like, they can't go. But she's also like the immediate danger and stuff. And then one of my favorite scenes, man, is when Littlefinger's trying to do his head shrinking magic on fucking Sansa. Sansa just isn't having it, man. You can tell, like, I used to hate Sansa in the first 5 all the way up until she escaped from Ramsay. Last season really made me, like, I mean, I always felt bad for her and stuff, man. All the shit she went through with Joffrey, and then like all the shit she went through with Ramsay and shit, man. But then last season really made me like Sansa. But like, I like that she took everything she's learned. Like she said, she learned from Cersei. She's learning from Littlefinger. She's had like the best minds in Westeros teach her things, and she's taking it to heart. And I really like that. I really like that, man. Like, Sansa's an interesting character now and stuff too. So I'm really liking her character.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see what else. All right, now let's talk about Cersei and Jaime. Now, the thing about Cersei and Jaime, okay, Cersei, I like that Cersei's painting like this big mural of Westeros, like in the middle of that courtyard. It kind of almost begs the question why they haven't done this already. but Jaime's right. She's kind of delusional. Just because you're the queen of, and you know, King's Landing, doesn't mean shit now. Like, especially you two are the last 3 Lannisters, you two, and then Tyrion are the last 3, and then to you it's just you and Jaime are the last 2 Lannisters, man. Jaime's right. You don't have allies. He's right. Your side looks like the losing side at this point, and I think Cersei's overestimating herself in this whole thing. But this brings us to my favorite character. One of my least favorite character last season, but you could tell they did like a hard reboot on this dude's character, and he's fucking fun. Euron Greyjoy is amazing. This dude seems like he is having a blast playing this villain. And the thing is, man, like, I like to find, we need like a villain like this. He's still a villain, but he's still a villain. He's still a dick, but it's not like he's done anything like overly crazy to people like Joffrey or Ramsay. You know, we need a villain like him. Like, and I can't remember Game of Thrones having a villain like this and stuff. So like, I'm digging this dude, man, and like his whole, like, but he's like, oh yeah, I killed my brother, you should try it sometime. Jaime. And then he was like, oh, the thing about I got 2 good hands, and I got 1,000 ships had 2 good hands, man. Like, oh, that was amazing. Like, Euron Greyjoy is amazing and stuff. But let's see. Oh yeah, so basically he asked them, he's like, hey, I'm gonna go, like, can I have you, like, he wants to marry Cersei, and, you know, like, she's like, no, like, you're a traitor, you betrayed everybody you've ever been, like everybody you've ever been under, and stuff, you need to, like, prove your loyalty, and he's like, to prove my loyalty, I'll bring you the greatest gift of all, man, and I think Euron's gift is Gendry. Telling you now, it's Gendry. And stuff. I think he's going to bring. I think this is how Gendry is going to be reintroduced into the show, and he is going to play a huge role, being pretty much the last Baratheon and stuff. And he has a claim to the throne now. So, okay, what else? Let's go over to Sam and that god-awful, that whole montage, the whole poop montage, dude. Ugh, that was horrible. But Sam, I guess Old Town wasn't what Sam thought it was going to be and stuff. But he was looking for dragon glass and stuff, and and they said that Dragonstone, the Targaryen home and Stannis' home for a while, was built on a mound. Like there's dragon glass all over the place. I thought they already knew that. Or maybe just the viewers knew that because of all the special features and all the behind the scenes backstories and shit come on those fucking Blu-rays and the wiki and stuff, man. But I could have sworn they knew that dragon glass came from Dragonstone. But yeah, dragon glass. Need dragon glass. There's a whole goddamn king. So that's gonna lead John to meet with Dany later on. We'll get to her in a minute. Oh, Jorah is also in the Old Town dungeons. I think that's a dungeon anyway. But his arm, not looking good, bro. You can get your shit together. And if the spoilers are true, you get your shit together though, man. Your arm is looking bad, man. Like really bad. What else? But I do like Sam's conversation with the Maester was really good, and the Maester was right. Every time somebody thinks, and this even goes to today, right? That every time somebody thinks there's an end of the world scenario, when Robert's Rebellion was, he said when Robert's Rebellion was going on, people thought that was the end of the world, and the world was still here. Thousand years before that one, was it Aegon, the one with the Targaryen that had the dragons, that they had the big thing about, like whenever him and his dragons were running over shit, it was, I guess it was like everybody thought that was the end times, and the world's still here. When the original, like the first, like the last time they had like the winter came, and they thought that was the end of the world's still here. But that's true today. Every time some kind of like natural disaster, like anytime there's a doomsday end of the world scenario that happens, and everybody starts freaking out about it's the end of the world, 2012, Y2K, man, stuff, like. The world is still here the next day. like it's still here, and it's going to continue that way. And the Maester had a point about that, man. And I thought that was a really, really good conversation that him and Sam had in the autopsy place they were doing. But yeah, so this brings us to Dany. And Dany is finally in Westeros, man. That was a big moment. Especially the part where she like bent down and touched the beach where they landed on Dragonstone, and that was such a big moment. We waited for 6 goddamn seasons for this bitch to make it to fucking Westeros, and she finally gets there, and it was worth the wait. And I like how there was no words. How she just like was going through Dragonstone, she was looking at the throne, and she was like running her fingers across the table that Stannis used to map out like their battles and stuff. And I think it was a perfect way to end the episode. And you're probably not going to have a lot of other reviewers and reactors talk about this, but I love the way that she ends it, the last line, because it's like a big long spell of nobody talking. And then the last line in the whole thing is she stops, she looks at Tyrion, and she's like, "Shall we begin?" and stuff. And that is the signal that this is the end game. Let's begin. It starts now, starting next episode. Which is why I think, which is cool. It's just a theory I have, and this doesn't mean anything, but it's a theory that I have that the reason they chose the seven, I think it's 7 episodes for this season and 6 for season 8 for the last season, so they could do this episode as the odd number episode, and then have her say that at the end, so they have like an even amount and stuff. But yeah, this episode was good. It was good. It's, welcome back, setting the stage for everything that's gonna happen, like going down over the next course of the next several episodes and stuff, man. Like, it did what a season premiere is supposed to do and stuff, man. And I can't wait for the rest of the season now, dude. The preview for next week looks awesome. There are spoilers out there, and from I'll just say that one of the spoilers was spot on about Arya killing the Freys and stuff like that. Was like pretty much spot on. So if you come across that dude from Reddit spoilers, or anybody sends it to you, stay away from them, because just based on that one, I'm not saying they're all true, but he was spot on about Arya killing the Freys at the beginning of the episode. So stay away from any Reddit spoilers, because apparently the entire season has been spoiled and stuff. And I've seen them, and I don't really care about spoilers because it doesn't affect me. Like, hearing something and then seeing it happen to me is like two totally different things. But I will say this, the one spoiler I will talk about, because it's in this episode and it's at the very beginning and you have seen it already. But he was spot on about Arya killing the whole Freys. So if anybody sends you anything from Reddit about Game of Thrones, stay away from it. But yeah, man, this was a good episode. Can't wait till next week, guys. And if you like this video and you like Game of Thrones, you're excited it's back, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that goddamn bell down there so you'll know whenever I upload and all that other shit. But as always, never forget.
I hate you, I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.